And a good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Conshohocken, Pennsylvania. We're at Toyota Toyota checking out the Tundra inventory, and there is one very special Tundra here I want to show you. Can't wait to show you, and that's up there. But they're spread out quite a bit today as far as where the Tundras are, because they're expecting some snow here. So they move some trucks around to make room for the plows. So we will start down here because there's quite a few Tundras. Now, in my area lately, there is a minor Tundra shortage going on. This lot, when we come here, has between 40 and 60 Tundras almost every time. And today we're probably gonna see just about 20. So even the lots closer to my house, we're in Pennsylvania, I live in New Jersey, there's not a lot of Tundras around right now. So we'll see what we have here. So we'll start out with a few SR5s. We got some mag gray ones, Crew Max with 5.5 foot beds. They look to be fairly identical. This isn't just water on the vehicles, this is ice, so we'll do our best. Anyway, 5.5 foot bed, Crew Max cab, regular SR5. This does not have SR5 convenience package on it, so you're not going to have the blind spot monitoring and the parking sensors. You're not going to have the big fuel tank either. So when we walk up to the sticker, yeah, so it's ice, so we're not going to be able to scrape anything away. But this one here is 53, I believe it's 53.37 and change, and there's nothing in here but a bed mat and all-weather floor liners. I will put up their window stickers on their website. So I'm sorry about that. There's a layer of ice all over everything. No bed lights and outlet. Composite bed, of course. Yes, so out of nowhere, they were expecting a winter storm right as I was coming in this whole area. So unfortunate, but we'll do what we can with it. Another mag gray that looks to be built fairly the same way. We got ice again on here, and this looks to be another 53 and change. Bear with me this Sunday here at Toyota Toyota. By the way, if you don't know this is the dealership that I got my 1794 at. This is the dealership where TRD John got his TRD Pro Tacoma at. So good discounts here. They gave me a $7,000 discount to get into that 1794. Always like to bring that up. Another SR5, Crew Max 5.5 foot bed. This one's Lunar Rock though. Looks like it's built up the same way. Looks like we have the all-weather floor liners. It's crazy how much you can't see any of the stickers. Stainless steel door edge guards, and the price is $53,538 on this one. So 3 SR5s built fairly similar to start. Now we have an SR5 Crew Max with a 5.5 foot bed, but this is a TRD Off-road in ice cap. So being this is TRD Off-road, you get lock and rear diff, multi-train select, crawl control, Bilstein shocks. You get the 18-inch wheel and tires on this one. So you get some extras. On the inside, you got a red push-button start. You got sport pedals and a TRD shifter. We'll see if it has all the extra packages on it as well. Tried to get in here, can't really fit. So if I scrape with my finger a little bit here, this has the regular TRD package, not the TRD Premium package, which gives you the Softex heated seats. This one has the TRD front skid plate, SR5 convenience, heated leather wrap steering wheel, $57,993. So being this doesn't have the 14-inch screen, you're not going to get the bed lights and outlet as well. So that's one thing you need in SR5 if you want the bed lights and outlet. You got to have the premium audio package. If we come down here a little further, pass a few Tacomas here, and get to more Tundras, looks like we have another SR5 TRD Off-road. Let's check it out. This one's in celestial silver. LED headlights on SR5, but you can't get premium auto leveling headlights on SR5. Keep that in mind. Let's see what we got for sticker. Looks to be kind of the same. It doesn't have the premium package in it for TRD. It has a price of $58,809. So again, this is all the sticker prices, but even on their website, they are listing discounts. So you will be seeing that before I do, of course. So that's a nice one there. Here's a really interesting one, okay? This is an SR5, but it has the TRD Pro grill. It has the marker lights and the light bar. So that's something you don't usually see offered. This has the TRD 3-inch lift. It has the 20-inch TRD wheels with the Falcon Wild Peak tires. There's the lift in there. Spray-on liner. It's got the bed lights and outlets, so this one's going to be pretty loaded up. One thing I never see dealerships do before we look at the sticker, I never see dealerships add this at the lot on any other trim other than what it comes on, which is the TRD Pro. That's pretty odd to me. This is pretty cool that they did this. Now, some differences you're going to see. The marker lights don't say TRD in them like the TRD Pro does, and the light bar looks different than the stock one, but hey, still pretty cool that they did this. I want to see the price of this, and you get the lift on it. This is going to be a well-built SR5, it looks like. So this has the premium audio package, so the 14-inch screen is in here, bed lights and outlet. It has the BSM outer mirrors, SR5 premium package, so it's not TRD Off-road at all. But the SR5 premium package is what gives you that, the heated soft-tech seats. SR5 convenience gives you the 32-gallon tank and gives you the blind spot monitoring parking sensors. You have the TRD Off-road wheels there for $14.45. TRD lift kit for $4,000. The total is $64,588. But that's a nice one and a cool thing they did to that truck. I'm not going to be able to fit in between these trucks, so I will pop up anything they have online listed about it. Another SR5. This one's in midnight black. TRD Off-road once again. So when you're building your SR5, there's a lot of different things you can do. So for this particular trim, like I said, TRD Off-road package, and then there's TRD Off-road Premium package. And the main difference is if you go TRD Off-road Premium, it's Softex heated front seats. If you go regular TRD Off-road, it's fabric seats. When you don't have the premium audio package, you get the 8-inch screen versus the 14-inch screen, stuff like that. So just make sure you're paying attention to how you're building these on the Toyota website to give yourself a chance at accuracy when you come to the lot. Learn the stickers, learn the packages, and when you're down in SR5, it's probably the toughest because there's so many different packages. TRD 3-inch lift on this one, regular SR5, it has the 20-inch TRD wheel, Falcon Mile Peak tires, ice cap, Crew Max 5.5-foot bed. This one here, ice still, premium audio package that has the 14-inch screen, bed lights and outlet, BSM outer mirrors, SR5 premium, so you're going to get the Softex in here, SR5 convenience. This is a nicely loaded one here for sure. TRD off-road wheel, TRD 3-inch lift, 66,937. Obviously, all of these are 2025s. So that's a cool one. I like the 3-inch lift. Once again, I wish they would offer it with the bigger tire on it, you know, to kind of fit with what they're trying to do with that. Here we have a TRD Rally, which I like very much. Very soon, one of these will be on the channel with me for a week, so we get to test it. TRD Rally, it's almost like the TRD Off-road. You do get the Bilstein shocks. You get the 18-inch wheel and tire package that is very similar to the SR5 TRD Off-road. Locking rear diff, multi-terrain select crawl control, but on the inside, you start getting neat little features, like you get TRD Rally seats, Softex heated. You get some stuff that's from the TRD Pro on the inside, like the steering wheel with the red center line. You get the TRD Pro shifter. So there's some unique stuff on this, but overall, it's pretty much the same thing as TRD Off-road in the SR5, but you get the heritage stickers all over everything and the decals. As far as price goes, this is magnetic gray metallic 5.5-foot bed, Crew Max TRD Rally, which is $86.60 on price. Total of this truck is $64,954. So this pretty much comes one way. You have to get the 14-inch screen. You have to get the bed lights and outlet, which is great. But there's some good discounts on these ones as well. It comes in 4 different colors, including the mag gray. You can also get it in white and black and celestial silver. So that's a cool little package there. It's a special package for 2025. And moving along, we have another TRD Rally. This is in celestial silver, so it'll be built the same way, of course. This one doesn't look like it has a sticker on it, so if I see anything online, I will definitely show you what's going on with that one. And last in this line here, we have a ice cap TRD Off-road SR5. This one is loaded like the other ones, the regular TRD package, SR5 convenience, TRD front skid plate, 59,170. Again, no bed lights and outlet. So this is a nice group of Tundras. This is the most Tundras I've seen in a while, to be honest with you. TRD Rally there. You also get the TRD Pro dual exhaust tip like I have on my 1794. Had to add it myself. This has the Toyota Tonneau cover on it. So some nice Tundras. I really like the TRD Rally. Here's a question for you for this video. If you're in the market for an SR5 TRD Off-road, do you go that direction or do you go TRD Rally? You do get a little bit more with those TRD Rallies, so make sure you do your homework on that. Another one here as we make our way down toward the building, because there's a special one I want to show you up front. This one here is a Platinum. What's great about the Platinum? Mag gray, 5.5-foot bed, Crew Max. This is where you start getting all your premium features, standard, premium auto leveling headlights. This is iForce, but you can get it in iForce Max. On the inside, you get heated and ventilated, genuine leather seats, memory function for driver, and that's heated and ventilated seats, front and rear, pano roof, JBL, 14-inch screen, digital gauge cluster. It's loaded up with all the good stuff. This one doesn't have a lot of extras, all-weather floor liners and a bed mat. The total on this one is 69,203. So that's a nice one if you like all the luxury features. So in limited, you got to add a bunch of stuff. In platinum, everything is just standard. And that's what you start to see when you work your way up the line when it comes to some of the things that are offered on, you know, the higher trim Tundras. There are differences between each trim as far as features. And I mean, you know, what comes standard. Some trims you can get stuff, other trims you can't. For instance, SR5, you can't get JBL, you can't get the premium auto leveling headlights, you can't get the pano roof. So it just depends on your packaging, and the more you know, the smarter you'll be when you go into the dealership and try to buy one of these things, because no one wants to see anybody come home unhappy with a purchase, right? A couple SR5s we'll look at up here real quick as we make our way to the front. As you can see, there's a mud bath TRD Pro up there as well. So that's kind of cool. Mag gray 5.5 foot bed SR5, doesn't look like it has anything in it. And the total is 53,314. So kind of what we were seeing down in the other direction as well. This one, same exact thing. Doesn't have anything in it as far as packaging. 53,419. The only difference between this and the truck we just looked at, this one's an ice cap. And we got another one here at the very edge of where we normally see all of these Tundras are lined up here. But again, they moved a bunch of Tundras to make room for the plows that are going to come in here because there's going to be snow today. So normally we see them lined up all here. But this is another SR5. Let's take a look at this one. Looks to be the exact same package, just as I walk up to the sticker. Fabric seats, 8-inch screen, 53,753. So exactly the same build. All right, let's go see the two special ones, and we'll go look at the mud bath. Ladies and gentlemen, finally in our area, we have a 2025 Capstone. Of any Tundra that I filmed for you guys, this truck has been the truck people have been asking about for this model year more than anything else. Where is the Capstone? Now, my question to you that I want to hear what each of you have to say down in the comments below. Does the Capstone still have a place in the Tundra lineup? Now, why would I say such a thing? Quick backtrack on this so everybody understands what I'm talking about. The Capstone is the top trim of Tundra. This is all the luxury. They call it the flagship trim, okay? Very top of the food chain. But the Capstone, Platinum, and 1794 are very similar. And the Platinum and 1794 are one step down when it comes to levels, okay? The reason everybody selects the 1794 and Platinum versus the Capstone is you could get options on the 1794 and Platinum, like 5.5 foot bed, 6.5 foot bed, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, iForce Max, and you could get the TRD Off-road package if you want it. On Capstone, what you're seeing is what you get. It only comes one way. Crew Max, 5.5 foot bed, iForce Max 4x4. So is there still a place for this, or should there be more differences from 1794 and Platinum? You can get all the same luxury features with small little differences. For instance, on the Capstone, 22-inch wheels. On the inside, you get the semi-aniline black and white leather, which they changed a little for 2025, and they put more black in the high touch areas versus white everywhere. It used to be white there and white on the handles on the door, and you'd get them dirty almost immediately. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. You've been waiting for it. It is finally here, 2025 iForce Max Capstone. So let's talk about the Capstone. You got the unique grille, body color surround, premium auto leveling headlights, 22-inch wheels, gigantic. It has the power side steps, power bed steps standard, semi-aniline leather on the inside, and that is heated, ventilated, and memory for the driver. Heated and ventilated in the rear. Acoustic laminated windshield and side windows, okay? 14-inch screen, digital gauge cluster. You see stitching everywhere. You got, can't really see it, but a pano roof, black headliner. There's wood grain all in there as well too. This one here has the bed lights and outlet, obviously standard on this. Got the chrome exhaust tip, Tundra inlay in the back. New for 2025 on the iForce Maxes. You have the badge down there that says iForce Max. You also have the badge up here that says iForce Max, slightly different from 2024. And on the inside, what's different, you get the massaging seats, power up down tailgate. So this is a very expensive Tundra. Really the only thing you could add on this truck is the AVS suspension. Some have them, some don't. This one does not. Actually, I'm wrong, this one does. Load leveling rear height suspension for 1045, all weather floor liners and the bed mat. 84138. So I want you to go down in the comments and make sure you answer that question I just asked. Does this still have a place in the Tundra lineup with how similar it is to 1794 in Platinum? In my opinion, the Capstone should have been more like what we saw from the 2024 1794 limited edition. Now that was unique and different. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Here's another cool one here. This is a limited TRD Off-road, which I always love to see. Such a pleasure. This one's in Mag Gray. This is one of the best Tundras you can get for sure, especially when it's loaded up the way this one is, because I can see the premium auto leveling headlights. When you go TRD Off-road and limited, everything becomes body color, okay? So the look is there, the performance is there, Bilstein suspension, locker diff, multi-terrain select crawl control, truck and tow, just about 11,000 pounds, blacked out badging. Let's look at the price first and we'll check out the whole truck. So this one isn't iced up, so I can wipe this off real quick. JBL, limited premium, limited power, TRD Off-road. It's got the moonroof, TRD front skid plate. It's loaded nice, 66,638. So that's pretty much a fully loaded TRD Off-road limited. You can get this in iForce Max, but this one is iForce. All right. So once again, the Bilstein suspension, there's your 20-inch wheel and tire package. Falcon Wild Peak tires. You got the TRD decal on the bed lights and outlet. The 2025 difference is it's a power up-down tailgate. There is no massaging seats in limited. That's just standard on 1794 Platinum and Capstone. On the inside, you got the 14-inch screen, digital gauge cluster, heated ventilated soft text front seats, memory function for driver. All Tundras have the black headliner for 2025. This has a panel roof. So if you're in the market for a Tundra and you don't know what you want, some features but not all, I'm telling you, take a look at this truck right here. Anytime you see a limited TRD Off-road, they can be built a lot of different ways. Like I said, limited doesn't make the luxury features standard, but you can get a lot of them. This one here, you'd consider a fully loaded one. Limited premium, limited power, pano, JBL. I mean, this thing's loaded nice. You got the capability of all the TRD Off-road stuff. You can still tow, do the job real nice. This is something I strongly suggest you consider when you're looking at Tundra. Check out limited TRD Off-road. Now, let's end our video up here, passing by a Land Cruiser that I would love to buy my wife, but they're just expensive, man. All right, well, we saw one of these a couple weeks back at Fred Bean's Toyota, but here's another one because it's always a pleasure to see. Mudbath TRD Pro. This is the special color for TRD Pro in 2025. You got the 18-inch wheel and tire package on there, BBS forged wheels. You got the Falcon Wild Peak tires. This has the Fox suspension on it, 1.1-inch lift in the front. TRD Pro on the tailgate there. It says iForce Max. It says a power up-down tailgate for 2025. On the inside, you're not going to be able to see much, but there's black soft text in there, heated and ventilated. It says TRD Pro. It says Toyota on the dash, 14-inch screen. This has the black headliner, of course, like all the Tundras for 2025. Pano roof, digital gauge cluster, loaded up nice. There's a look at the front TRD sway bar, the TRD skid plate, the suspension, the BBS forged wheels, TRD Pro. It's the only Tundra that kept the old iForce Max style badge on the hood. Everything else went to the smaller one we saw, like the Sequoia premium auto leveling headlights. There's your Toyota Heritage grille with the TRD marker lights that say TRD in them. There's your light bar. This has 360 camera, completely loaded. And as I always like to tell you guys, this is 1.4 inches wider than other Tundras because of the offset and the fender flares. That's why you have marker lights all over it. This obviously has blind spot monitoring, parking sensor. It doesn't look to be a sticker on this, so I will pop that up for you guys to see. Also has the tonneau cover on it. Beautiful truck. Absolutely love this color, and the color looks even better when it has moisture on it like it does right now. So that's something cool to see. Seeing them around the area is always a good thing. And then last but not least, let's end on an SR5 TRD Off-road. That's probably built similar to what we saw on some of the other ones. Let's check out the sticker. So this one here is all iced over, TRD Off-road package, not the Off-road premium package, and 58,502. What's your thoughts? Found one more on the other side of the dealership. This is a regular SR5 with the TRD 3-inch lift, and it has the TRD 20-inch wheels from the TRD Off-road package on 1794 Platinum and Limited. Falcon Wild Peak tires. Pretty much a plain SR5. It's not TRD or anything. So let's see what's on this one. This does have the premium audio package, BSM, outer mirrors, SR5 premium package, SR5 convenience, heated leather wrap steering wheel. There's your 20-inch off-road wheels for $1,445, $4,000 for the TRD 3-inch lift. So it is nicely loaded. Ooh, it has the console safe too. I highly recommend that. 65,193. Just add a better tire to this and you're pretty well set up. One thing you got to keep in mind, there is no lock and root multi-terrain select and crawl control when you don't go TRD Off-road, TRD Rally, or TRD Pro. So one thing to keep in mind, if that matters to you, what's your thoughts on this SR5 Tundra with the TRD 3-inch lift? Seen some good Tundras today. That's the most Tundras I've seen in a very long time because like I said, in the area, we just have a Tundra shortage going on. If you're seeing the same thing in your area, please let me know. I'd love to know in the comments below if, you know, that's not just the Northeast, or I should say Pennsylvania, New Jersey, the dealerships I walk, but all the research I do on these dealerships, there just hasn't been much there. But Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. I thank you guys for watching. Conshohocken Toyota, Conshohocken, Pennsylvania. This is where I bought my 1794 TRD Off-road. So if you're in the market, check them out. Until next time, have a great day.